All right, we got more Josh Gordon news for you coming after the Patriots and the Bills.
Josh Gordon video.
We actually have news this time, though, and it was a roller coaster for Josh Gordon today. The news comes out pre-game that he's been late to meetings. He was late to to show up to the team to make the trip to Buffalo, and that he was going to be not suspended, but would be sat for the first quarter or so. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Would miss a couple of drives, and then he starts the game.
Yeah.
And plays the first couple of drives. He played less later in the game, but we don't know if that's punishment related because that's more or less what he's done this year.
Yeah.
And then after the game, when asked about the report, he says that he wants to read up and know what's out there because he's not sure what's out there.
Yeah.
And then he tells us to ask Bill. We ask Bill. Bill says he has no idea. Evan Lazar, what do you make of all this?
Well, I think that there's two schools of thought here, right? The first one is that Belichick got wind of this report pregame that he was going to sit Josh Gordon, as a reprimand for showing up late, and he decided to stick it to the media and say, actually, I'm not going to do that so that you were all wrong. Right? So that was the first side of it. The second side of it is just to say that it's all a bunch of BS and that Josh Gordon was never late to anything.
This never happened.
Right. And I'm not so sure I'm going to go there either because there's too many people that I trust and I know that.
Could it be something in the middle, perhaps?
Yeah. I think that maybe what there was is some tardiness. Bill Belichick and Josh Gordon might have sat down last night, this morning, whatever, and they kind of came to an agreement. They kind of came to an understanding, and there didn't need to be any public shaming of Josh Gordon by sitting him on the bench because then it becomes a story, right? Josh Gordon standing there, with his helmet in his hands or on his head and not getting into the game because of what Ian Rappaport reported this morning.
There is one theory out there that, and this would line up with some things we've heard in the past, that Bill Belichick knows he has a mole, he has a rat inside his organization.
Yeah. This is a good one,
and that
I like these conspiracy theories.
He's been telling people different things that aren't true to see which one will leak, and then he knows who the rat is, and that this was that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be all those things.
Going back to the Wickersham story is kind of that theory.
I lean more towards the fact that this is not the first time that Bill Belichick has done something like this, where something gets out before he wants it to get out, or, just in general, it gets out, and he just sticks it to the media by saying, you know what, I'm just not going to do that so that you're not right, so your story wasn't right, so you didn't beat me to the punch, and they handled it in a different way.
Josh Gordon, though, back to the crux of the point. There's something going on there, right? Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right.
Are you worried about him at all?
I'm not that worried because I think that Bill Belichick is so good at managing these types of personalities. We've seen Randy Moss show up late at times and get sent home to practices. We've seen Darrelle Revis get sent home from practices for showing up late.
Even guys like Kevin Falk.
Yeah, this isn't the first time this has happened, and Bill Belichick always seems to be able to harness it and get them to play on the straight and narrow once again. So I'm not that worried about it. I just think that, overall, I don't think that Belichick liked that this got out.
Well, there you go. Josh Gordon maybe in trouble, perhaps. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below or on Twitter @PatriotCLNS. From Orchard Park, he's Evan Lazar. I'm Alex Barth. Thanks for watching.